So I had the privilege, 36, 37 hours ago of standing up here to do the opening address, and now I'm standing up with the privilege of saying a few closing remarks. So I'm not going to keep you long. I know some of us have meetings straight after this, and we want to get away. Just a couple of things. Anna, when she started the presentation, or we started the conference, yesterday, she said there's three great things that's going to make this conference. There's three things that's going to make this conference great. I actually think there was four, but let me go through them. So the first one was a great location, which I think we've had, but not just a great location, but a great production team as well. You know who you are, so big thank you. Second thing she said is we need great speakers, but not just great speakers, but great speakers with fantastic content. So again, thank you all very much. And the third thing she said was a great audience. And not just a great audience, but a great audience with participation. So give yourselves. And the fourth thing she missed, but was really important, was a fantastic moderator. So I'd need 145 slides if it was to summarize everything that we went through in the last couple of days, so I'm not going to do that. Just a couple of remarks from me. Henry led us off, and the first thing he said was, look into that crystal ball. So we looked into the crystal ball over the last couple of days, and from all the participants and all the conversations I had, we looked into the crystal ball, but what we did was we looked and said, look at what can we do? We looked in and what should we do? And we looked in and we said, look at what are we doing? And in each of the presentations, they all had a little bit of that. And, I think that was really, really important. We were looking far out, but we were also looking at practically what can we do today, what revenue generation we do. Pidanzi's Uber Canoe was the thing that I will take away from it. Talk about embedded finance. We want to do finance. We have this problem. We have a solution. We're going to do something about it. So looking into the crystal ball and being practical about what we can do. That was one. I love the video of the chickens and the gold, thinking about somebody wants to pay with gold and the guy can only take chickens. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of what I kind of talked about, was about the and thinking, because the consumer's in charge. We know it's cash, we know it's card, we know it's wallet, we know it'll be something else. And that kind of leans into a lot of what we do at CO2. We kind of understand that, so we continue to invest to make sure that we have that platform thinking to address those ongoing things about these and. So that was really important for me out of the conference as well. It should reinforce that for me. We had a discussion, and we even continued it just now, about making sure that, while banking and payments will always be required, will banks always be required? And, some of the thought process I had around that was, we talked a little bit about the digital frontier and making sure we do that. And I think that's a really important part of it. For banks to stay relevant in banking and payments, it's about closing that frontier of that digital experience, what we want to do to close that out. And that requires us taking that first step all the time, continuing to look at that, and we continue to do that at CR2. As I said in my opening remarks, was we do have our head in the clouds looking at what is coming in the future on behalf of our customers, but our feet planted firmly on the ground, making sure we try and deliver for you on a day-to-day basis as well. So that became a really important theme out of the few days for me. I started my presentation yesterday with an invitation to take part, which everybody has absolutely done. I've seen that right through the 2 days. But also, I was hoping that you would get that inspiration for the first step. And hopefully you have that. So as I leave and wrap up and thank everybody for coming, I just want to make sure that you take that thought process away. What is that first step? What is it, that inspiration that you've got over the last couple of days to take that step, to make that impact for society, and to make that impact for your business? So thank you very much.